WeCopyTrade.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we are thrilled to introduce a very special guest, Mr.Luis, who just received his first payout from WeCopyTrade. He's here to share his incredible journey, his trading experiences, and some insights for anyone looking to succeed in trading. Let's dive right in. Hi, Mr. Luis. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Luis Jesus. I'm a media buyer, so basically I do work on selling ads, on doing or organizing ads to companies. So I do buy the ads for big companies, and I trade. My trading history. I did trade 10 years ago. I started trading, and then I stopped because of a lot of losses that I had. So I had a crazy time losing and winning and winning and losing. So it was I think everybody goes through that is in trading. And then maybe 1 year ago I started again to actually look at it. And then lately I got into the prop firms, right? And then I found you guys. And I got back like 100%. Yeah, I just gotta, So yeah, that was it. That's a little bit of me.
Yeah, so you started trading 10 years ago, right? During that time, you used your own capital to trade, correct?
At that time, yeah, I was using my capital to trade. Yeah, because I bought an online course on an online one. I was back in my country in Portugal, and I bought an online course from United States. It was very expensive at that time, and then I used my capital.
So 10 years ago, that's a long time. What brought you to trading? Was there someone who inspired you, or did you discover it on your own?
Was a trader that I know online. That is not became a friend, but we started to talking, and then he was having really good results. He was a trader for a lot of time already, and he was working with prop firms. And then he was having a good return on this investment. And then I thought maybe he actually said maybe you should go back to trading because you do understand a little bit about that. I was like, well, let me try. That's how it happened.
Okay, I see you. So you started a year ago, right? Before trying our prop firm, did you have any experience with other prop firms?
The only prop firm that I heard about was FTMO. Yeah, at that time, 20 years ago, because FTMO is here for all that time. It's one of the prop firms that I know, because all of the other prop firms that I hear about, most of them, they come and go.
Yeah, those were just a few questions about your experience. Now, I will move on to some in-depth questions about your trading methods. Don't worry, these questions will be for our technical department to analyze and learn more about your effective strategies, especially for potential customers like you. All right, the first question is really simple. Which currency pairs are you currently trading, and which one is your favorite?
GBP, JPY is my favorite one, I would say. I work with a lot of pairs with most of them with JPY, and sometimes gold. Okay, but mainly these ones. Yeah, mainly these ones. The ones with JPY are the ones that I choose a lot because they are very volatile, most of them, and they did the payout, even the pips, the counting is different. Right, JPY is a if you open a trade on JPY, it's different than every USD because with less pips you make more, but at the same time you can lose.
Okay, can you share your trading process starting from the very first day you joined us until you receive your payout? Are there any methods or strategies that you've continued to use throughout your trading journey?
Yeah, the one that I use the most, which is the one that I use for me, because most of the trades I use a copy trading, but it's a copy trading that I'm the one that put the trades there. So it's just because the copy trading grabs my trade. So I do have some signals that I may follow, and I do most of them. I put it there. I build the signals for myself. Why? Because the signal, when I put in the chat, it goes straight away to the platform. I don't have to open what it one take profit, 2 day profit, 3 day profit. I just put it there and just goes there. So I work an RSI crossing one of the time, even if it's the 70 or the 30. So I use most of that strategy to open my trades on the crossing. And I use a few indicators, right, that help me to open the trades in the retracement, right? So the crossing is one of the ones that I use the most. Crossing of the RSI. That's one of the simple ones. Crossing and if the graphic diverge, something like that, I use those also. And retracement, I use it a lot also. But the crossing, when it's in the top of the market and in the bottom, 70 and 30, I use more. The crossword, I use the 15 minutes to check if it's in the top of the market, and then the 5 minutes to actually see where is the cross. Then I use the cross to open maybe one trade or 2 or 3, but and then I do break even and I let it run. If it goes until it goes, and I close it until I get my goal as with a profit. You know?
Actually, this might sound simple, but it's actually a new approach that I've been hearing from many customers.
It is very effective. I think the first 20 pips you can get after the cross. If you do it well, if you catch the candle at the beginning of the candle or whatever, I don't know. Some people use different types of strategies, but if you do it well, right on the candle after the crossing, most of the time you'll catch 20 pips. And if you do it well, 20 pips in every trade, you can get a very winning percentage, you know. And if you open 3 take profits, it's simple. It's 3 trades that are being opening in that candle. So even if you close in the first take profit with 20 pips, you're closing all the 3 positions. Good money. Well, you're making good money. If you do it well, you can catch a win rate of 80%, 85. But well, you have to. Sometimes it takes longer to catch that. Other times it's faster. But yeah.
So with a strategy like that, how do you manage your risk? As you know, when you trade with a prop firm, you need to be mindful of violations like daily loss limits or maximum drawdowns. How do you control those risks?
I have to go with the lot. I did some mistakes at the beginning. Actually, I violate one time because I had a big a lot that was too big. So I was drawdowning too much. Okay, up to 2%, and I couldn't. So now I have a small bot that cuts my risk at 1.5% of the
Yeah.
So even if I leave a trade on, which I don't do it that much, I try to close it most of the times. Even if I leave it on, if it goes there, the bot just cuts it at 1.5. So it never goes to 2% now. I never lose more than I should.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. All right, let's talk a bit about psychology. You mentioned at the beginning of the meeting that when you started trading 10 years ago, you were just winning and losing all the time. Now, after bouncing back a year ago, you've probably learned from your past mistakes, right? So have you figured out how to control your emotions when you trade? I think this is something some traders don't pay much attention to. What are your thoughts on this?
My honest opinion about losing the fear of knowing when to close, how to close, should I close, should I not close, is having the knowledge to recover. This is what I think. Two things. One, being protected and safe in terms of lot size, lot knowledge to do all that, lot size, cutting, whatever. When you know that you have to assume that you just lost and assume that loss, and then that's it, and take it as a and the other thing that is very stressing is when you have to do a recovery from a trade. Let's put it this way: when I have, I don't know, 50 pips, and I'm saying, okay, this trade is going sour, and I need to recover that trade and make it to break even. That's a really, and that's the skill, very important, because give you confidence to say, if it goes sour, I can put it back back on track. What I mean with that is that opening trades in opposite position and try to then wait for the crossing again and try to break even that trade, which is hard, but it's a very important method. Helps you to control your nerves a lot because you're losing a lot of money at some point, and it's just like you're recovering, right? You open a trade in different directed, so your losses are blocked because you have two trades, one down, one up, one down, and then you start to try to break even when the trade tries when the market tries to do the retracement. You try to break even. So yeah. I think knowledge and knowledge helps you to get more confident and more relaxed. Okay, so you have to have that knowledge, right? And then mechanism that help you just to say this is the time to cut. That's it, and then take the losses. The most important thing that I learned was like just take it and assume, just suck in the losses, and that's it. Because sometimes there's a lot of money involved. When it's your money, and even when it's not your money, you feel the same stress. But when it's a lot of money, like, oh.
Yeah, that's really serious. All right, it sounds quite new to me. I've asked other traders about this and they've given different advice. But for you, it's a bit strange to me, though it's really good to hear. It seems like some traders can't control their emotions. They just don't care, you know? When it comes to emotional management, they don't focus on the knowledge. When they lose, they try to bounce back with a huge trade, which is quite different.
Sometimes you have to take it, yeah, in my opinion. I think sometimes you just have to assume to recover on the next day. Because if you try to recover with your emotional crazy, it goes sour.
Yeah, sure. Actually, it's hard to control when you know you're going crazy, right? That's really important. So, talking about knowledge, when you started trading, did you read any books or do you watch still YouTube channels where traders share methods and strategies, or do you have any references like that?
Well, now lately, when I got back in trading, was this guy, this trader, right? I used a lot of his knowledge. Okay, the one that I had before, I renew, I just refresh it, right? And I talked with this guy, and then I went through a lot of situations about this, about his method, right? And then and then I bought a few online courses that work on the crossings mainly and use a lot of this strategy, and some with price action. So I've been through all the refresh it out, all the situations about candlesticks, about drawings, about the W, the square, the wages, the triangles, and just try to understand the most important ones, because if you go through everything, it's just overwhelming. You get overwhelmed with all the information, but you need to stick to a strategy and understand that for you to get good with that strategy, you need to backtest a lot, and indeed you need to buy trading view premium and then just backtest that strategy and try to find the sweet spot that you say, okay, I'm having consistent gains with this, and I think I got it, and then you use it on the real market, because that's one that's what gives you confidence. Say, okay, no, I know that not all the trades are not going on profit, right? So I will have losses, but I need to understand that at the end of the month, the numbers will be right, and I'll have my percentage right. I'll have my numbers right. And so yeah, so I did a few, and I still doing it, and I'm using some indicators from those from those online courses, and I'm mastering that situation, those indicators, and that strategy, and just stick to one, and work on that one. Just say, okay, I'm gonna do the crossing in 15 minutes and 5 minutes, and I'm do going to do scalp trading, and I'm going to do it all the time like this, and I'm going to use 10 pips always as a profit. So no matter what my lot size is, even if it's 10 cents, whatever, I'm going to take my profit and I'm going to break even and let it run. Okay, until the third take profit. That's it. That's what I do all the time.
Yeah, that's good to hear. So one last question. At this point, do you have any feedback about our service or products? Do you think the rules are too strict, or is there anything about our customer service that we could improve?
Yeah, I do like a lot your your vision about the future in terms of trading. What you have as a education platform, the way you do it is different than the other ones, which is in some way good. Okay. What I found, and not having challenges in one point is really good, because some challenges, you know that I don't know if you do it now. I don't know how you guys work. I would like to ask that question actually. You guys use our knowledge to trade in the real market?
Oh, yeah. One of the main things most traders mention about our prop firm is that we don't have any challenges. That's definitely something that they appreciate.
Because when you have challenges, it's for a lot of traders, it became a block, of course, but it became another thing. It became a thing for us to not believe in that prop firm most of the time, because having challenges is a way to say, listen, I'm gonna get your money, and I don't know if I'm gonna give you the real account for you to trade.
Yeah.
Okay. With you guys, I don't know I don't know what is the process. I just realized that you use most of our knowledge to trade in the real market, right? Okay. But some things that happened to me was like, I did a violation
Mhm.
lately on the 10,000 account, and I got a 20,000 account also. And the 10,000 account, you guys took too long to reactivate my account. I try to ask, and that was a complaint. I was like, okay, I'm happy with this service a lot, and then all of a sudden this happened. I got like I think it was 3 weeks, three
Oh,
weeks ago. You guys took 3 weeks to reactivate my account, and I had to actually talk with the support and say, listen, you
yeah.
guys are not deactivating my account now, and you guys did, and I bought another account just because of that, because you guys did. The
Yeah.
service have been okay, even nice, even lately, even nice, but sometimes this process may take a lot of time, and that's, I don't know how it works, but and then we're losing a lot of trading days, like now, right? The meeting got, uh, instead of having the meeting like right after, I got the meeting going now, so I lost at least a week of trading, and a
Yeah.
week of trading can be some profit, right? I think that was my only not complaint, but my opinion is that for people that actually find it wants to trade for real and honestly, and learn and build and whatever and scale, when you do that, if I didn't have another account, I would be waiting for your account to trade, because I put all I'm trading now, for now, only with your account, not with real money. I will soon, but I had to buy another account to be trading while you guys are setting my interview. But yeah, it's your process. I don't mind, but I think if it's a little bit faster, would be would be better, at
Yeah.
least. Um, and then someone missed the interview yesterday. I think, I don't know if it's you or not.
Yeah, there was a misunderstanding about the time zone or something like that.
But tell me how it works exactly, because I'm gonna be straightforward. You know that a lot of prop firms, they don't even trade on the real market. They just use the money, people that the people's money, that the people that buys the account, they
Mhm.
use their money to pay back.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of a scheme. I don't know, whatever. But how do you guys use our trading knowledge in the real market? You use our trades reflect on your own account, right?
Yes, on your own account.
Okay.
Yes.
And how do you know that you have like let's imagine that I start and I lose straight away, of course, until 2%. So you guys also lose, right? Okay, but you take the maximum of 2% or whatever you guys set as as a safe as a safe situation for you guys to manage your, because if it's live, real money is being lost.
Yes, sure. That's why we set on percent to protect not the traders before us as well.
All right. Okay, sounds good. And where is your headquarters?
Our headquarters is in Vancouver, Canada.
Because I wanted to visit your headquarters because I'm in Toronto, and but it's far still, but maybe one day, who knows.
Yeah, that's great to hear. I think that wraps up the interview for today. Once again, congratulations on your payout and thank you for joining us. Regarding your current account, we will work on reactivating it within 24 hours. If everything goes well, your account will be reactivated in a few hours and we'll inform you soon.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, so you will go back to 50/50, or how does it work? Because after I did a violation.
So this is your first payout, right? So if you receive a second payout based on the profit sharing table, you will get 75% of the total profit.
Okay, sounds good. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Luis, for sharing your story. And thanks to everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos. See you next time.
We copy trade.